Icebreaker. Come help me to break the ice of avoidable willful ignorance that is destroying so many lives today and almost destroyed mine. Yours could be the next one on the line, so let's all break the ice together. My name is Adetutu Ijoshi, and I am a miraculous survivor of avoidable life-threatening health issues arising from today's wired life. It took divine intervention to save me. Now I'm on a mission to help everyone understand the dangers and the solutions to this unnecessary scourge. One thing we need to understand is that technology is here to stay, and consequently, so are all its health effects, which today are misunderstood and therefore routinely misdiagnosed as other more commonly known ailments and medicated with dire consequences, including death. In today's world, far too many people are losing their careers and jobs and quality of life and even their lives to avoidable health consequences of computer use due to willful global ignorance of the fact that the convenience we have come to take for granted comes at a cost to our health and quality of life, and even to our very existence as humans. In December 2006, after over 20 years of long-term computer use as an accountant, technology professional, banker, and consultant, I began to experience an escalated avalanche of health issues. It was obvious my system was breaking down rapidly, and the medical profession could not diagnose nor treat my condition. When there was no help from the medical profession, I, being a technology professional, conversant with codes, and knowing that the human as a coded living computer operates like any other coded system, precisely in accordance with the code of its being, realized I needed divine intervention from our Maker to survive. As a technology professional, I knew the computers we have are based on our understanding of the human machine code of being as presented to us by my ancestors in what we call the Hebrew writings, which are connected to the human and nature user manual provided to us by our Maker that we call the Bible or Scriptures, and that our knowledge of codes come from the Hebrew symbols. And so, just as I always counseled my clients when they had system issues to review the system log and consult the user manual and manufacturer when issues got out of hand, I knew I needed to study the human machine's user manual and get the assistance of our Maker. This I did, and as I prayed and studied the code of our being as presented in the pages of scriptures, especially in Genesis, it was made known to me the code of our being, and the violation inherent in computer use was also made known to me. The solutions placed in nature by our Maker, who knowing we would come to this time, had provided a way of escape from self-destruction, was made very plain. With this, I went to my doctors, explained what was going on and what needed to be done, thereby beginning the long road to recovery. As I began to recover, I started to understand what was going on in everybody else around me and understood the news more perfectly about strange sicknesses and mass murders, bullying, and so on very, very clearly. I began to realize that I had been allowed to recover not just for myself, but for the sake of everyone else, as it is not everyone that would be able to go into the scriptures to understand and get their solution. I therefore, as inspired, started to write books on this issue to alert everyone, so we all learn how to use technology as a dangerous tool responsibly without self-destroying. This knowledge will also cut today's healthcare costs dramatically. I have to date written 15 books on various areas of this issue, including 2 diet books, one on cyberbullying, another on the health effects of video games, one on computer use-induced stress. I have written on the contribution of computer use to things such as allergies, asthma, obesity, vision problem, and so on. My very first book is titled Lessons I Learned the Hard Way, and it is a 300-page guidebook. Unfortunately, The wired life and its health effects is a new area and not well known. So these books, though available both in print at Amazon.com and other websites and in ebook format for most ebook readers, have not been doing well and would need a lot of publicity, that is a lot of money, which I do not have, for marketing and getting the right amount of publicity to bring awareness. I therefore need your help in getting people aware of these books and getting the message across before we all become a world of broken computers. I have been doing some speaking, but again, it takes good publicity to get into the right speaking engagement. I have gotten a bit frustrated at the roadblocks I meet every day that need money to live. Will you help me? The next person that may need to get access to this information or for their doctors to know about it may be someone you know. How about our getting the medical profession and the Affordable Care Act to incorporate some of these preventive measures that will indeed bring down healthcare costs and help with the economic recovery our country and the world so badly needs? The truth is that the health consequences of the wired life we are all living cannot be resolved with medication, which is our present way of delivering health care, because what is at stake is our very life source, the biochemicals that control, operate, and manage every aspect of our human system. Many may not realize that biochemicals such as hormones, enzymes, and so on are actually light-filled. They are not visible to the human eyes. The ones we call neurotransmitters are the messaging system that directs every activity of life and anything that affects their balance and availability and health, such as exposure to artificially generated toxic lifeless computer light, will affect the operations of our body parts and organs and our very lives. The heart, for example, is an electrical organ and can easily be overwhelmed by the uncontrolled flow of toxic lifeless light from the computer, which does not have the biochemical light controls and handlers available in the life-containing light of the sun, our coded light source for life on Earth. In light of the various mass shootings over the last few years and the absence of the effect of computer use on mental health in the various conversations that take place after these events, I have embarked on a new book titled The Effect of Computer Use on Mental Health. I need the help of everyone if the current trend is to change. Will you help by contributing? The need is huge and time is fast running out. Please help. Will you help me bring awareness through a robust marketing and advertising blitz online, which will in turn empower me to focus on writing more books and do more coaching and consulting and spreading the knowledge I have been given to all in every way available? This is a global need, and what I'm asking for is help to jumpstart things on the scale the issue deserves. Thank you for contributing.